What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be jumping back into Forest Sealand. We've made some changes on this account. We're kind of going away from the pandas for the moment, but we are going to jump back in and see what we can do with these heroes. Now, one thing I got to double check before we go is, I believe one of you guys had pandas, right? Okay, the C- copy is here, so we do need to give that hero some good stats. Let me find a Kiss of Ghost. I know I've got one around here somewhere. Hey, wait, no, I can't take it from you. I think I gave it, where did I give it to actually? Hold on. Because we want to get the best stats possible here. I thought I had an extra one. Is literally Flora the only one with one? Oh, no, Heart Watcher. Okay, I was like, I know I have another one floating around here somewhere. So the C- copy, we're going to give you that. Just give the most stats possible. And we're going to try the Rogan method. I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. It does seem like it would synergize a little bit better with these heroes that we have. So let's give it a try. Let's see if anything actually works out here. We should be fast enough. Wow, the whole team goes first. That's not great. That's not great at all right there, how that worked out. Crowns might not be what we want to go for then, because that actually does feel like it worked out a lot worse than pandas, and this might be a horrible idea. Let's give it one more try with this. Maybe we need to do some craziness like with an energy feed onto, because technically if we feed energy to Freya round 1, we're still going to be getting that 40% damage reduction. Let's take a look at our Freya real quick, because there's a lot of pieces going into this here. What if we gave you an A and B? No, that doesn't really matter. Her going last isn't a big deal. They're giving her enough speed. So what if instead, let's just see, let's destroy our account even more. With what we actually have on our heroes. I kind of forgot I had good artifacts on those guys there. Okay, let's try running demon bells, see what happens, because we have a ton of speed coming our way now. Maybe it makes a difference. I think that's the 4 we need. Let's give it a try. Go back into it. All right, so demon bell feed for Freya does nothing different. It actually feels like it might be a little worse, huh? Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Rogan's would be the answer. It's really hard to get away from pandas, and at that point, is there a point of even using Freya in your lineup? Hard to say, to be honest. Oof, yeah, that's brutally bad, it feels like, with that setup. Plus they are block. I mean, let's put this into perspective. How much are they actually dodging? Because that's going to make a big difference on what you want to do. And really, is Freya the answer for Sealand? And I'm thinking it's no, really. Maybe she'd be good like as a supporter or something, but probably not, because yes, she gives survivability, but what do you really need in Forest Sealand? And the answer is you need more damage. And the way you get that is with like impeccable strike from the Xiaohos. It seems like that's the best answer most of the time. But then the question comes up is, how do we actually get the survivability we need? And the other thing I was thinking about is, of course, additional Elyvias potentially. We could drop one of these Rogans out and build a second Elyvia and try like 2 Elyvia and 2 Xiaoho. That might be an answer we could do. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we made another Elyvia right here. We don't have an awakening on her, so she doesn't get bonus stats. But we're going to try double crowns. The one reason why I'm thinking Elyvia could be clutch is the shrink effect. So at maxed out V4 or V2 technically, increases all damage that shrunk targets receive by 40%, but reduces all damage they deal by 60%. So if we can get a bunch of targets shrunk, that can be good. Plus Fairy Guard acts as a nice like healing effect. It could work out, maybe. Let's see how this actually works. Let's put our pandas back in the front row. Let's get both of our Livias in the back row. Maybe see what's going to happen here. Plus, they, of course, have speed swaps. Nobody procced in the first round. That's already a really good sign. I guess they proc at the end of the round, which isn't as great, but you see, we already got 4 targets shrunk. We have Fairy Guard. This should really help with our survivability on top of our Vesa healing and shielding. So let's see if we can actually make it the number of rounds we want. If we get a shrink on the boss, that would be awesome. The speed difference on round 2 on is nice because Elyvia is changing the order of the speed. That did get us to round 5, which does seem pretty significant considering Vesa is still going strong with her abilities. I feel like Elyvia's are the way. It definitely feels like Elyvia's are the answer potentially. Freya is nice. Honestly, would Freya be better off as another Elyvia? And having one giant household on Vesa? Maybe? Again, if only we get them to not proc Fairy Guard round 1, it would be so nice for us. But we do have block stones on there. But I think I actually have block like attack stones, sadly. Which, I don't know if that's great. We're using pretty much attribute reduction purify instead of dot purify. I don't know if that's the right answer or not. I think we got to find a way to get these Elyvias to live just a little bit longer. And maybe we need to use dot removal because dot removal seems to be doing a ton of damage here. Huh. We could try it. Let's go to all of our heroes. Let's try swapping away from attribute and going to dot purify instead. Looking good. To go to the Elyvias. Go to dot purification as well. Maybe that'll help us. And go to both of you and go to dot purify as well. It's like I almost feel like just like Freya seems cool, but again, I feel like Elyvia is the champ here. Elyvia seems to be the one doing like all the heavy lifting for us, like all of it. Oh, they still proc. That's insane. Can't believe it. I need to try to say like we got to find a way for them to not proc that early because really the shrinks is one of the best survivability bonuses we can have on our account. They just die a little too fast, it feels like. Just a little bit too fast. If only Forest had like a good way to CC enemies too, that would be so helpful. And just down to her. She's gonna get gutted. Oh, geez. She almost got something. I wonder if we have to go with like something much more offensive on her now. I wonder if she can survive if we throw like an antlers cane on her. I don't know if that's even a thing. But we'll find out. It could be something where she can survive with this style of team. She does take a lot of damage. The reflects are pretty brutal here. Eesh, no, no, no. Although maybe a melodic. That way we get shields up really fast. What if we do a melodic instead? We can probably pull that off. Maybe? Round 1 active giving shields to everybody would help the Elyvia stay alive as well, which would in turn mean more damage reduction overall for the Vesa. Because immediately these two are going to be able to go pretty close to first. Vesa did proc, but the Elyvias have not, which is interesting. Good healing. Melodic seems potentially like a better answer. These Elyvias are very healthy and very strong, doing speed swaps, giving tons of damage reduction and bonus damage against the enemies. Oof. Round 5 still seems to be that one turning point, though. And without the Vesa, I mean, we actually killed like one of our first targets, though, which is very interesting. Maybe there's a way this works? Question mark. We're gonna do like 10 more attempts here. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna see if we can make this work. I just don't know if dot purify is the correct answer here, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's very good shielding and healing. Just gotta live past that round 5. That seems to be when all the damage comes into us. I think we need attribute reduction purify because they do have that healing debuff. That seems to be like one of the most brutal parts about this. But the other thing is there's just so many debuffs to purify. It gets a little insane here. But I think that's the way we got to do it. So let's go back over to here. Go back to attribute reduction purify. Let's go back down to the Elyvias. I wish I saved my one free awakening now. I want to give that extra Elyvia just a little bit more of a boost. We are running them with like attack block stones. In reality, we should try to go for like block HP stones because the attack's really not doing much on Elyvia. So we could try re-rolling that as well. I mean, Melodic seems to be kind of working, but she's going to die again, isn't she? No, she's staying alive, but she's going to die end of round, isn't she? Yeah. Ugh, round 5 is so brutal. Maybe Freya can pull this out or something. There's not many enemies left. She can... Nope. Nope. Oh, man. What if we put her in the front row? Is the front row any safer? Maybe? That might make a difference, actually. Putting her in the front row, I think, is a safer location overall. I think more things hit the back row than the front row. No, don't kill my Elyvia. That was way too early. Yeah, front row definitely seems like the answer here. Oh, the healing starts getting a little worse and a little worse. We're out of Elyvia's, though, which feels really bad. The burn dots then are just brutal. It's like there's way too many debuffs in these types of modes. It just feels brutal. The round 1 active definitely keeps those Elyvias super healthy, though. Oh my goodness, they still died in like one hit. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal. You know, there's something else we could try. And that is putting both Elyvias in the front row. Keep them a little safer. Because they're just dying off a little too soon here. Just a little too soon. I think we also might want to try to swap them back to dot purify. Because we don't really care about their other stats just yet. We just want to keep them alive a little bit longer. Good. That's solid shrinks here. Are they going to die this round, though? Oh, those dot purifies. We need them. We got to just keep that boss like shrunk. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go back to doing something a little different. So let's go back to you. Let's go back to the traditional A and B that we were running. Let's go over to both of you. And let's change you back to dot purify because it seems like you guys really need it. The other thing we could try to do, we could try to roll a block HP stone, but that's we don't have much dust left right now. We are almost tapped out. We could just try a straight up HP. gonna just try it on the main stone here. And I think the other Elyvia already has an HP. So let's try it with just pure HP stats and not worry about the blocking stacks for our Xiaoho, which normally you really do want to prioritize that, but we'll see. Round 2 active from her will be pretty solid. That'll heal just about everybody back up to full. Get rid of those burn dots on the Elyvias, let them live a little longer potentially. Good healing. Although they're not going to heal for much more because they will not. Man, there's like just not enough room on the bars anymore for these debuffs. The Elyvias are healthy in the front row, which is good. We lost all our Xiaohos, which is a lot of our damage and everything though. Big active with a Phoenix doesn't really matter. Oh, it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. I wonder if more pandas are the answer. That's the next question. Would like 3 pandas be better for this type setup? The Elyvias definitely feel like a better option having 2 of them. But honestly, again, I just keep going back to the Freya. Like, is Freya actually worth it? Or would be running like another Xiaoho or even another Elyvia be a better outcome here? This one's going pretty decent. I think this Xiaoho is going to die end of round, but he has a lot of shields. No, still goes down. Still just not enough to keep him going. We got to keep shrinks on that boss. That's the other thing, is there's a lot of shrink RNG in this as well. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, don't. Please let us do this. Please let us get this one now. Oh my god. Oh, get her to 1 more active. Come on, big damage. Oh, it's so close. Oh, I think we can do this. 1 more active from the Vesa. Yes. Oh my god. Wow, Freya actually did a lot of damage. I was not expecting that right there. Holy cow. Maybe Freya is a good answer to this right here. I know people have already done like C-Land 28 here. Let's just see what we, no, we're going to leave this for another one. We got 27 done. I'm perfectly happy with this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Elyvia was the key, and I'll see you guys next time.